it definitely helps to bring them down. So see them, they're pretty spectacular. Glad you could join us. I'm Nicole Karkic for Friday. Here's a look at our daytime highs. Toronto will be 13. That is below average. Usually we're closer to 19 for this time of year. St. Catharines 12, Kingston 9, and Ottawa will be 15. We've seen rain this evening. We're still getting some around Hamilton and the Greater Toronto region. It's just been along this front right here, but the risk for any kind of thunderstorms and a lot of lightning strikes has really shifted to areas like Ottawa, and they're also in a special weather statement in the east around Cornwall and Ottawa for seeing about 40 to 50 millimeters of rain. We do see some peaks of sun into your Friday afternoon, and tomorrow morning's commute is going to be dry too, but there is going to also be some cloud cover and a slight risk of showers through the overnight. I just want to put that out there. And for Saturday, we have this upper level low in place, so it's not going to bring us a banner weekend with spectacular sunshine through the entire time, but for the weekend forecast, it just looks like we'll have some spotty showers here and there, and overall below average. So if I ever want to do some karaoke, Nathan Coleman, our Atlantic Canada reporter, is the man I'm going to call. Now, Kitchener-Waterloo, look at this. Damp, not very fun outside with the driving. When the rain starts, it always seems to slow things down. And we're looking at more rain tonight in southern Ontario. But Quebec is getting the brunt of this. This is a rainfall warning that's in place. It doesn't include Montreal, but this is upwards of 50 millimeters. Anywhere in dark green, so the Ottawa Valley, Cornwall, for example, Brockville is under a special weather statement for 30 to 50 millimeters of rain. We are out of the woods for that. Toronto 15 to 30 into your Saturday morning, but really the bulk of the rain has fallen, so things are tapering off. And for the Friday morning commute, we're actually going to be dry across southern Ontario, but if you're traveling east, it still will be wet there. There is an upper level low pattern as we head into your long weekend. So while you can't really pick it up, there will be times when we see the sun. There'll be some times when we get some spotty showers, but overall temperatures are going to be below average, and then a new system to worry about into next week. But let's talk about the long weekend forecast. Here it is. Coming up, 54, pretty epic. We've seen some heavy amounts of rain this week in southern Ontario. And speaking of that, all right, we'll talk about the weekend in a moment, but first, so far the rain totals today: Kitchener 10 millimeters, winds are 25, Hamilton 2.2. The totals from Hamilton towards Toronto could go up because we're still seeing some rain showers right now and the potential for some showers through the overnight, but they'll be very light in the overnight, and for the morning commute, it is clearing out. Look at where rainfall warnings in place in through Quebec, and there's also a special weather statement through the Ottawa Valley for 30 to 50 millimeters or more. So that's where that low has shifted. For Toronto through to Saturday, 15 to 30 millimeters of rain is on tap for you. Take a look at this. Cherry blossoms. They are spectacular. I highly recommend checking them out. You can go to High Park to see them. Bring a camera because you're going to want to capture it. It is pretty stunning. And when the winds start to pick up or we see rain, it brings them down, and they only last for a couple of weeks, if that. So it's a pretty spectacular thing to capture. For Friday, upper low pattern is in place, and what that's going to mean for a long weekend is we're not going to get a banner weekend with sunshine the whole time. It's staying dry, but temperatures are below average, and there is a risk of some showers each and every day. Coming up, how the 2013 Ontario ice storm had about how Air Canada had to stall a lot of flights that were flying out because of the dense fog. Glad you could join us. I'm Nicole Karkic. Through the overnight, temperature-wise, notice the really yellow and orangey colors through Ottawa and Montreal. Ottawa today got up to 29 degrees, so it was pretty hot and sticky there. We're seeing this cold front swinging through. That's brought some rain, but it's also cooling down temperatures into tomorrow afternoon. We will see some westerly winds across the Greater Toronto region and through Barrie and Cottage Country too, but it's going to be below average temperature-wise, and that trend continues right into the long weekend. So Barrie, if that's near Cottage, we're looking at a high of 10 on Friday. Saturday will be 12, Sunday's 13. It is by no means a washout of a weekend, but we are seeing an upper level low in place. So that's what's going to give you some peaks of sun at times, but a bit of cloud cover and maybe some drizzle. It wouldn't stop you from going to the cottage and starting to clean up, but you're going to have to time when maybe you're going to be outside cleaning versus staying indoors. This is the rainfall warning that we have in place through Quebec. We're seeing over 50 millimeters there. Through the Ottawa Valley, they're also in a special weather statement for that rain. And as we head into your long weekend, we have the below seasonal temperatures, but I hope you enjoy it. And speaking of the long weekend, we have Suzanne Leonard and Dr. Doug Gillum, who are going to tell us more about that long weekend forecast and beyond. We've certainly been following the lightning with our lightning detection maps this evening, and it's really shifted towards eastern Ontario. Isolated severe storms still through the Ottawa Valley and southern Quebec for this evening. They've been really hot and sticky today, with Ottawa getting up to about 28 degrees. Let's take you to this. Construction. We're, of course, in that season, and when the construction comes and then you add on the rain, it slows things right down. And this was in the Kitchener-Waterloo region earlier today, so not a fun drive for many this evening when people were traveling home. So far today, this is the rain we've seen. Now, Windsor picked up 25, Kitchener 10 millimeters, and I imagine these numbers are going to go up for Hamilton and Toronto because we're still seeing some showers and the potential for some showers through the overnight as well. But we've seen the bulk of the heavy rainfall already. Heavy rain has shifted towards the east. This is Quebec, which is under a rainfall warning for over 50 millimeters of rain. And through the Ottawa-Cornwall region, we're seeing a special weather statement for 30 to 50 millimeters into Saturday. So the dark green seeing the most. For Toronto, the 15 to 30 millimeter range into your Saturday morning. So yeah, we are going to get the potential for rain Friday afternoon, but we're also going to see some dry weather and some peaks of sun as we head into your long weekend forecast. So it's not a washout, but just be prepared for temperatures that will be below average and to have your umbrella on hand. Coming up, we're going to count down the top 5 hailstorms in Canada. This is on the heels as our storm team heads out to Tornado Alley.
For your quickest